at people, I always ask the question, I say, man, tell me what Nike stands for. They said, oh, Inc., that's easy, just do it. I said, tell me what Adidas stands for. Oh, Inc., that's easy, man, impossible is nothing. I said, now tell me what you stand for. When people look at you, do they think excuses? When people look at you, do they think victory? When people look at you, do they think that's a person that's gonna give me everything they got, not on some days, but on every day, and it's not gonna be predicated upon if I feel like it, because I think we all know if we only worked on the days when we felt like it, none of us would get much accomplished. I'm talking about the real level of commitment, not the commitment that falls in line if everything goes right. I'm speaking of the commitment that says, I am going to stay true to what I said I would do long after the mood that I've set it in has left.
See, most people, ladies and gentlemen, are stoppable. Most people, all you have to do is tell them no. All you have to do is make it inconvenient for them. All you have to do is make it difficult for them, and they'll stop. See, when you go to get your goal, don't think that all you have to do is think positive and everything's going to work out okie dokie for you. When you go to get your goal, you are sending a telegram to Murphy's Law to visit you personally.
You thought you was just gonna have a dream and a goal, and you was just gonna wake up and just walk into the sunset. You're like, dream, boom. It don't work like that. You have a dream, and then life punks you. Life punks you and say, do you really want this? You're gonna lose friends. Do you really want this? Do you really want this? Cousins gonna abandon you. People that you used to be like this with gonna think you bougie and don't wanna deal with you. It's a part of it, but I paid too much. If I was gonna quit, I would have quit in the abandoned building when I wanted to commit suicide and take my life. I should have quit when I heard my voice say, your mama don't want you, your daddy don't want you, take your life. I got through that, so why I'm gonna quit over an F on a grade? Come on. And so I'm telling y'all, you have come too far to quit now. You have invested too much to quit now. You have lost too much to quit now. Don't cry about it. Don't whine about it. Get a reward for your pain.
And so by being committed to everything that I started, I finished it. It built a certain type of spirit. It built a certain type of mentality. It built a certain type of individual. And so now I couldn't quit even if I wanted to. I couldn't stop even if I wanted to. I had too much sweat equity in my life and everything that I was doing.
You're too close to quit. Now, you gotta take another lap. You gotta take another lap, because you never know. This might be the one. You can't stop because you're tired. You can't stop because you got your feelings hurt. You gotta take another lap. Keep walking, keep walking, keep walking. You're gonna make it. You're gonna do it. You got an unstoppable fire. Come on, take another lap. Don't you stop. Don't stop walking.
Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, and Kakarash. I want to give double honor to the apostles, great millstone. Love taught us his truth. I want to give a mighty shalom to all the Akim and Aqua stand rooted in this faith. And today, I just wanted to go over pretty much enduring, right? One of my brothers called me up, and he pretty much said, brother, you have to endure. Yeah, you may be going through hell, but that's the beauty in it pretty much. You have to endure. So I built a lesson, and I took a few videos, and Lord willing, it's edifying, and it gives other brothers motivation, because the same way that brother gave me motivation, I want to give other brothers motivation. We all have to endure. We know what we signed up for. We're in the last hour. We're in the last lap. We have to endure, right? If you ever ran track and you ran a 400, the hardest part about the 400 is the last 150, that last turn in the straightaway. We just got off the turn. Why we just got to go to the straightaway? We have to go through it. What is that straightway? The straight gate, right? We have to go through it. We have to endure, right? So, to start, before I even get anything, I want to go to the word endure, right? It says to undergo or suffer, especially without breaking. One of the models we had in football was bend, don't break, right? You might fall down, you might go through something, but you don't break. You never break, right? So it's the same thing in this truth. Yeah, a righteous man falls 7 times, but he gets back up, right? Don't ever let whatever happens in this world deteriorate you from your main goal. Don't ever let whatever hell you're going through keep you down, right? These different things we have to think of because it's so easy to slip away. It's so easy to fall into, oh me, oh pity, right? I'm going through this, I'm going through that. And I would say I do that a lot when I shouldn't. I need to get better at continue to keep that eye narrow, continue to keep that eye focused, right? Continue to keep the light. Lord willing, the Lord continues to guide me down this path. And Lord willing, I make it, but these are the things you have to think upon, right? It says, make hard, harden, bear, tolerate, keep up, maintain. So you have to keep up in this truth. You have to maintain and build, right? You have to make hard. What are we making hard? We're building this faith. So in that time of trouble, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our times. The Lord will know that a friend is made through adversity. And what do you want to be to the Lord? A friend. Because he will save you. He said, I do not call you servant, but a friend. Because the servant does not know what the master doeth. Right? It says, be firm, solid, steadfast. These are the things we have to be in this truth. Did he not say, a man that built his house upon a rock? Right? Though that's a wise man. Because when all temptations start coming through, he stood tall. He stood upon his foundation. Right? So, I want to start with that word before I got to the actual scriptures. Because I just felt like that's something you have to bring out. These are things that we have to remind ourselves day in and day out. Because sometimes in this truth, with all the bullshit that comes your way, you get blindsided. You forget the main goal. I'm not going to say you forget the main goal truly, but you let everything else around you consume you too much. When the Lord said, put all your worries upon him, right? You can't let your job deteriorate you. You can't let the things that might happen in your life deteriorate you. For example, I'm going through hell, brothers. I'm not afraid to admit it. I'm going through hell. My job's working the shit out of me. My car broke down. Life is just going through shit right now. Bills piling up. It's hard. But one thing I know I will always have in my corner is the Lord. This truth. This is what we have to worry about. This right here is what's going to protect us in that day. All of that other stuff is going to be like a burden lifted up. Yeah, we may still be going through certain things in Jacob's trouble, but a lot of the stuff that's blinding us right now is little stumbling blocks that will be taken away, right? So I'm really going for 28 and down, but I'm only getting 27 because it's right there, right? It says Luke 14:27. It says, whosoever doeth not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. So you got to bear your cross, brothers. You have to day in and day out lift up that cross, all the baggage that come with it, and continue to keep moving forward. You can't let that cross hold you down, right? You can't sit there and be in the ground and just feel like I can't do it no more. Don't give up. We don't give up. We didn't sign up to say, oh, I'm gonna quit later. Because what did the Lord say? The ones that pretty much wrote paraphrase, the ones that know the truth, you will get beat with many stripes. Many. Because you knew better and you turned away. That's worse. You like a dumb dog returning to his vomit. We're not that. We're disciples of the Lord. We're men. We're gonna gird up our loins and keep pushing forward, right? That's why I took these two videos run from I think that movie is Private Ryan. And he's a Navy SEAL. Navy SEAL training is rigorous. But you know what's more rigorous? The Lord's training. What he's building you up to be is way more rigorous than that. Then I also took a motivational speak video to hopefully combine these two videos and give you a picture, some motivation to start your day, brothers. I'm up early. I woke up. The first thing that came to my mind, I got to get this done. The brother called me before I went to bed, right? And honestly, that lit a fire in me. I don't want to be that weak link in my camp. I don't want to be that weak link in the Lord's armor. You shouldn't either. You should want to go hard for the Lord. Right? Because he went hard for us, did he not? He did the ultimate sacrifice. Our burden is light, brothers. The things we go through is light. Okay? Luke 14:28. For which of you intending to build a tower sitteth down first and counteth the cost, whether he have sufficient to finish it? So before you came into this truth, you had to really sit down and be a man. Look in that mirror and ask yourself, did you have enough to finish this? Do you have enough to finish this? Do you have enough to endure? Right? Because once you start, you can never turn around. You can't look back like Lot's wife. It's only forward. You have a legit moving wall behind you that's like chasing you. You can't take no break. You take a break, you're gonna get killed in your sleep. You have to keep moving forward. You don't gotta run fast. You don't gotta be the strongest. You have to endure. Right? Verse 29, least happily after he hath laid the foundation and is not able to finish it, and all that behold it begin to mock him. So how you gonna feel you out here preaching the word day in and day out on the highways and byways, then you turn around, go back to the world. You gonna look like a clown, a fool. You did all that just to turn back. You're like the dude from the Matrix who said, make me a lawyer, make me somebody famous. I don't want to remember. I'd rather eat that fake steak. It says verse 30 saying this, man began to build and was not able to finish. I don't want to be one of them that can't finish. I want to be right there with my brothers in 2nd Esdras, if I'm correct, when he was giving everybody their crown. I want to be on that ship and the Lord wiping away my tears. I want to be there knowing I got my brothers back, because I know nobody else is going to have my brothers back the way I'm going to have my brothers back. Right? I want my brother to look out for me the way I look out for him. So he's expecting me not to quit. I'm not going to quit. I'm expecting him not to quit. He not going to quit. And you know who's expecting us both not to quit? The Lord. Right? These are the things you have to remember. These are the things that we have to think upon day in and day out. We made an agreement. We just got to hold up our end. The Lord held up his. Right? It's nothing to hold up our end of the bargain, right? So, my next one is 2 Timothy. Was that 2? Yep, 2. Lock it. Alright, it says 2 Timothy 2 and start at verse 3. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahushua HaMashiach. No man that warreth entangled himself with the affairs of this world, that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier. The Lord has chosen us. Isaiah 41:10. He do it since the beginning. He picked us out since the beginning. Right? So knowing these things, we can't get caught up with the things of this world. Our families, the worries, anything that's going to deteriorate us from the main goal and doing what the Lord asks us to do. Because we have to give up our life, right? He said, those of you that lose your life shall save or earn your life, roughly paraphrasing, right? These are the things we have to do, brothers. We're soldiers. He's the Lord of hosts, Lord of armies. So, you got to gird up your loins and be a man. Endure. Yeah, things may get hard, but remember, what does the Lord say? Through all temptation, he makes a way out, roughly paraphrasing, right? He makes a way out. He doesn't tempt you beyond what you're able to get tempted of. He doesn't do anything that he know that you can't withstand, right? So, we have to be like Job. No matter what comes our way, don't blaspheme the Lord and continue to serve him. Right? These are the things, brothers, that we have to stay focused upon. Truly. Truly, we have to stay focused upon. Because if you don't, you're going to get swept away. You don't want to get swept away. It's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. You don't want to be in that day and the Lord says, get away from me. I never knew you. You know how much that's going to break your spirit? I know I don't want that. That scares me. That truly scares me. Right? You have to endure, brothers. You have to run the full race. Yes, it may be hard right now, but it's going to get better. Things are going to get better for us. 1 Corinthians 9 and verse 24. I know ye not that, Salakia, not I, Salakia. It says, know ye not that they which run in a race runneth all, or run all, but one receiveth the prize, so run that ye may obtain. What is this prize? The kingdom, thy crown. Immortality. It's so many things that's added upon. Did he not say in Wisdom of Solomon, I think it was 6, he says, Salakia. If your glory or what you want is scepters, crowns, and all these different things, first obtain wisdom, and everything else shall be added up to you. Roughly paraphrasing, these are the things, brothers. Before we get all of that, you have to go through this so you know how to maintain it. You know how to keep it up, because you have to realize, right? The Lord gave the fatness of the land to Esau, and what has he done with it? He's done nothing but run it into the ground. And he's showing us this, so we know not what to do once we get it. He's bringing us through the mud so that we might be like gold in that day. He's bringing us from the bottom, so when we're at the top, we understand our people at the bottom, right? You have to put yourself in other people's POV, especially when you're in rulership. You have to be a righteous judge, right? These are the things, brothers. Yes, we may have to go through these things. Yes. We all know this. We know what we signed up for. But the Lord also knows that he gave you something that he didn't give nobody else. The Spirit. He knows that you're going to endure. He knows. He already has the script written. We don't know what we're going to do. We don't know how this play is going to play out. But that's why we're the hopeful elect. Hopefully we make it. Lord willing, but what are we going to do? We're going to make our call in the election sure. That's what we're going to do. We're going to give the reason we're going to give the Lord no reason to say he's not worthy. Yes, we're all worthy of death, but we're trying. And that's what the Lord wants. He wants you to try. He wants you to turn back to him and acknowledge your sins and do right. So that's what we're going to do. Until this world falls, that's what we're going to do. Whatever it takes, right? Just like in that video with the Navy SEAL training, they were going through different type of calamities. But they endured. Same thing like us. Everything you're going through, he's building you up, because in that day, you might have to go through something 10 times worse, but he's already built you to withstand that. A man that stands for nothing falls for anything. We stand for the Lord, so we shall fall for nothing. Right? Okay, it says verse 25, and every man that strive for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it for obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible. You have to think, you have these false prophets out here. They're doing all of this for what's it called? Vainglory. Filthy money. All types of stuff that is temperate. Things on this earth that's not gonna last. But what do we do it for? An incorruptible crown, a righteous crown, right? We do it for the Lord. We do it for the right reasons, and we don't go out there on the highways and byways looking for money. We don't go out there looking for praise. Only person that's worthy to be praised is him that's above, right? This isn't of us. Did not the Lord say he can make the rocks speak? This has nothing to do with us. We're just vessels. But we're going to be the best vessels possible. We're instruments. And you better hope your tune is right in this orchestra, right? So it says, I therefore so run, not as uncertainty, so fight I, not as one that beateth the air. Right? So we're not sitting there, in the window shadow boxing, hey, and then walking away and it's never gonna go to nothing. We're not sitting there running in quicksand, brothers. We thinking that we moving, but we never getting closer to that goal. We not doing that. These are the things, brothers. These are the things we have to go through. All right? I truly hope the preachers I'm bringing up are edifying and being a spark to your fire. The same way that brother sparked my fire, I hope this is sparking yours. You don't lose sight of the main goal. Don't lose sight of course. Continue down the straight gate. Right? Let me see. Shalaki, brothers. Shalaki. What am I? What the heck? Slovakia. Did I say 2 and 4? No, that's wait. Yeah, 2 and 4. It says Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verse 4. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. Where are we at right now? We're in a lower state. We're at the bottom. We're a byword. We're spit on. We're stepped upon. But we know one day all things shall change around. So what are we going to do? We're going to sit here like a good soldier and wait for the Lord to change our state. We're not going to take it into our own hands. We're going to take this time that he has given us to build our faith. We're going to take this time that he has given us to build our wisdom, to meditate on him, to truly understand what we got ourselves into, to truly understand what's to come, right? Prepare. Preparation is key, brothers. He's giving us time to prepare for the Jacob's trouble, giving us time to prepare when all things may break loose, right? He's building leaders. He's not building step stools. He's not building people just to never go anywhere, right? That's not why we're in this thing. We're not in this thing to stay at the bottom forever, right? It's up to the Lord, right? It says, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. What does this sound like? This sounds like Zechariah 13:8, when he says that third part 3 shall stay, and he shall bring them through the fire. All right? Lord willing, that's us, brothers. He's taking us to that fire. It ain't cranked up to the hottest temperature yet, but he's taking us to that fire. Right now, we simmering. We cooling. The heat ain't applied too much. It's going to get worse, though. And what are you going to do? Are you going to stay in the kitchen to take the heat, or are you going to get out? Hopefully, brothers, we stay in that kitchen, right? Verse 6. Believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way aright, and trust in him. Be strong in the Lord's power, right? Believe in him. Believe in the things that he has said, because they are faithful and true. He will never turn his back on you. The way these people in the world turn their back on each other and be grimy, the Lord would never. And you have to realize that we're made in his likeness, so you should never. We not those type of people, brother. We set apart. We're different. We're a light on a hill that cannot be hid. All right, okay? Remember these things, man. Truly. We at the bottom now, but we're gonna get lifted up. And no matter what you're going through, don't let it bring you down. Don't let it deteriorate you. Keep smiling, keep moving, keep going out, preaching his word. The Lord got you. What dad finna sit there and just turn on his son? What dad gonna sit there and not protect his son? Yes, we went off. That's why right now we're going through these things. He didn't do us wrong, we did him wrong. And you have to acknowledge that. Truly, you have to acknowledge that. And once you acknowledge that and turn back to him and repent and try to do the best you can, he's gonna work with you. All right, come on, let's sit down and talk about where you went off and how you can fix this. Right? Once we do that, he has no problem giving us the kingdom. He has no problem giving us all things that we ever wanted. But he's not finna give it to no spoiled brat. He never give it to somebody that's not worthy. You have to be worthy. You have to show that you can handle this. That's why he's giving us these small talents right now. What are you going to do with that talent? You going to go flip it or you going to go hide it? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try to flip it. I'm going to try to overflip this talent. Okay? So, I got 2 more scriptures, brother. Stick with me, man. 2 more scriptures. I promise you. So, like, yeah. Hebrews 12 and start at verse 6. So whom the Lord loveth, he chastiseth, and scourgeth every son whom he received. It's just like a father, like I said. If he loves you, you're going to go through hell. But that means he's rocking with you. You should be scared when you're not going through nothing, right? That's like a parent. When they stop yelling, that means they done. They're tired. They're tired of fussing and fighting with you. They're tired of pleading, right? Slock it 1 second. Slock it, brothers and sisters. It says, verse 7. If you endure chastising, Yahweh dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the father chastising not? Did I not just say that? I know I probably am speaking for majority of brothers out here, man. Growing up, used to get your ass beat. But was it rightfully deserved? Yes. I did a lot of goofy stuff growing up. A lot of goofy stuff. I deserved it. And what has it done? It's made me a better man today. That's the same thing the Lord's doing to us. He's trying to make you a better man. Verse 8. But if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then are you bastards and not sons? He ain't rocking with you. You ain't his. Verse 9. Furthermore, we have had our fathers of our flesh, which correcteth us. We gave them reverence. Shall we not much rather be in subjection unto the Father of the spirits and live? So this is speaking of the Lord himself, but it's also speaking of our spiritual fathers, the ones he set up, our camp leaders, Apostle Har on down. They corrected us, right? But that's because they want to see us. They want to get the best out of us. They want to bring the full potential of you out. So that means they love you, brother. Truly, my brother called me because he loves me. That's true love. He's correcting me before the Lord corrected me, right? He don't want to see me go down, and I don't want to see myself go down. So the water, brother. Truly, the water. Oh, yeah. My apologies. Oh, yeah. Two more verses in this. Salakia. My nose is a little running right now. Verse 10. For they verily for a few days chastised us after their own pleasure, but he for our profit, that we may be partakers of his holiness. He's doing this for us. He's not doing this because he want to do this. You have to realize that he even said in 2 Peter, he said he'd rather all come to repentance than die. But he's realized he realized, like, in order for us to get to the kingdom, some people got to be just reborn. He tried to save everybody the first go around, and you see what happened. He not making that same mistake twice. Verse 11. Now no chastising for the present seems to be joyous. You think I'm enjoying the things I go through? It hurts. But through the Spirit, I'm happy. Because it's showing me that the Lord loves me. It's showing me that the Lord sees me and he wants me. He wants the best out of me. So what am I going to do? I'm going to continue to keep trying. I'm going to continue to try to get better. I'm going to try to build, do more. If he believes me, why can't I believe in myself? If he sees great in me, why can't I see great in myself? Right? It says, but gracious, nevertheless, afterward it yielded the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them which are exercised thereof. So, in the end, we're going to see the same way we see it now, like when we was getting beat on as a kid, and we see why. It's the same thing when we get in that kingdom. We're going to be like, damn, the water. Truly, the water. Because you got to think, what is time to an immortal? This is going to be like a nightmare once we get into the kingdom. Yes, it might seem long, but you have to realize the Lord time and our time is different. 1,000 years is a day to him. That ain't nothing. So through the Spirit, we ain't even been going that long. And then he's speeding up the time for us. So knowing these things, what manner of person ought you to be, brothers and sisters? What manner of a person ought you to be in all holy conversation and conduct? When the Lord comes back, he wants to see us tending to the plow. He wants to see his reflection in us. All right? Because when he comes back, he's coming back with a vengeance. You don't want to be a part of that vengeance. You don't want to be on the bad end, the bad side of that, right? Truly. I know I don't. So what do you have to do? You have to endure. Once again, that's the whole part of this lesson. Enduring, brother. It says, Revelations 3:10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee in the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that have dwelleth upon the earth. Everybody's going to get tried. Everybody's going to have that temptation. Everybody's going to go through it. But what are you going to do when the light shined upon you? Are you going to fold? Or are you going to stand tall? Are you going to bend? Or are you going to break? These are the things you have to ask yourself. These are the things you have to build yourself up upon. Because you have to realize that each brother might go through something different. Some brothers might have to go through the wilderness, literally, when Jacob's trouble happened, and have to rely on the Lord for food and all these different things, which we already do now, but it's going to be on a different level of intensity. Some brothers are going to be locked up in FEMA camps and be put on a chopping block. Are you going to be willing to give up your life in that day? Are you going to be willing to endure torture? Are you going to be willing to endure all these things like a haughty soldier? You have to build your mind up for these things, brothers. But no, at the end, it shall be all glorious. Yes, we might die in this thing. But it says, "O death, where is thy sting?" We're going to come back. You're going to get your crown. It says, verse 11, behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. Let no man take your crown. And when it says no man, that includes yourself. Don't let yourself be your biggest burden in your own walk. Don't let yourself hold you back from your true potential. Don't let yourself keep you from the things that the Lord have in store for you, right? Pick yourself up daily and continue to do what the Lord has asked you to do. Right? It says, verse 12, him that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of my power, and he shall go no more out. And I will write upon him the name of my power and the name of the city of my power, which is New Jerusalem, which cometh down out of heaven from Yahweh, and I will write upon him my new name. So if you endure, you're going to be a part of that foundation, that rulership. You're going to get beamed up, new bodies, and you're going to come back down in full glory with the Lord. right? These are the things that we have to think upon. Yes, it's not joyful right now, but it says you shall rather be in the house of mourning than in the house of mirth. Because you seen what happened when the days of Noah, all those people that was in the house of mirth got washed away. Stay humble. Take the low. Continue to endure until the Lord, it says it's time. Right? So Lord willing, this was edifying. Lord willing, this place was sparking your fire. Lord willing, to start your day if you hear this. So with that, I want to give all praise and glory again to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Another double honor to the Apostle Great Millstone that have taught us this truth. And with that, Almighty Shalom to all the Akim and Aqua out there staying rooted, man.
Take it, girls, take it. That's it, girls. Take it. Only hurts the first time. What we got here, you a quitter, boy? Oh, yeah, I know it's such a bullshit. Your ass is sleep me if I ever did see it. Don't turn away from me, son. You look at me and you take this shit. Damn, you old as fuck. Joined the Navy because you had some good goddamn time on Noah's Ark. How old are you, boy? 30. 30? You part dust could have fathered half these boys. We gonna weed through the quitters. Yeah, we gonna find us a goddamn warrior to today.
Tom, are you sure you're from Connecticut? I ain't never met no hick from Hartford before.
Who you on, Sergeant Friday? Country's countrywide. I came here to kill terrorists.
Who the fuck told your ass to get it?
Who ya know, Instructor O?
Did I ask you to open up your mouth?
Who ya know, Instructor O?
Look at your fat, hasty, giggly ass. Damn, son. You a big Dr. Peppuccino eating motherfucker. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Bigger. That's your name from now on, Sunshine. And that's your ticket home.
D, what are you still doing in my line trying to make this team? Everybody knows black guys don't swim.
It's all right, sir. I'm not black.
No?
No, I'm the new black. We run slow, we jump low, we swim good, and we stop at Gap. And I make the white folk proud, and I hose down their ladies. I dick them down.
There it is. That is a quitter. You say goodbye, I say good riddance. He quits on you here, he gonna quit in the field of battle. Shit gets hairy, he won't step up, your ass gets shot, he won't pull you out. I'm looking for warriors. Keep counting. I can't hear you.
You want me to call your mama old man? Maybe she could come and take your place.
This is foul play. I'm about to turn on some Marvin Gaye and get in that ass. That's what I'm talking about.
Squirrel, where the fuck are your nuts?
Oh, they're going for good, sir. They crawled back up inside, but they are warned.
Big talk from a little man. How about you, old man? Huh? How you feel?
Oh, yeah, dangerous. Feeling dangerous.
Oh yeah, Kyle's feeling dangerous.